Went and picked up a flatbed this morning I found online in classifieds. $300 for this gym. Needs a little work. Like I said, it needs a little work. But we'll custom build it to fit. So I like the size of it anyway, but it's seen some stuff. But we'll spend some time on it and get it working good, right?
Yep.
Alright, it is dash day. This is kind of part 2 on this build of this 99 gas 5.9 Magnum farm truck build here on Roger That Garage. A new LMC dash came in. Gonna start tearing that apart today. Probably could do it in one day, but I kind of got a late start for some things I had to do this morning, but I decided to go with the LMC truck dash because it's come pre-painted and is a pretty much an OEM replacement. I guess that Gino's Garage has one. It's another option. It's actually a little cheaper, but you have to paint them, and I guess technically you can replace them without having to take the whole dash out. But I don't know. I'm not that scared to take the dash out. I took the dash out of that truck last winter to replace the evaporator core and the heater core and the blend doors, and it really wasn't that bad. It's a little intimidating, but they're pretty simple. Just unplug some stuff, undo some trim, drop the steering column, and they come right out. So we'll see how far I get today on it, but seems maybe a little bit of a splurge on a cheap gas truck like this, but it's a good old truck. And if there was mostly some dash intact, I probably would do like a plastic weld and then just do a cheap dash skin or something, or a carpet, but there's just nothing left, literally nothing left of this dash, so really have no choice. Can't even throw a carpet on it. I'm not gonna run it like this, so it's worth a little bit of work and some time, some money to do it right and make it nice, make it last a long time. So let's get to it. Alright, dash is about ready to come out. It's really just a matter of unplugging all the stuff off the wiring harness, the main dash under there, dropping the steering column down, and undoing some stuff, trim and loosening some bolts on the underside. And yeah, so I'm undoing the bolts all at the top now. I got this one out. Jeez, wonderful. Anyway, so yeah, it's gonna undo those top bolts, tilt it back, see if there's anything I missed, and then it should slide right out of there. All the screws on the top are out. Dash is kind of leaning on the bolts there on the bottom. And I'm gonna get my brother. I gotta check. I think I have to unhook the fuse panel on the other side, unplug it, but should be ready to just pick up, pull out. I think you can replace it with it tilted back like that, but it'd be a pain to lean over and get all these broken, all those screws out, and I'd like to blow it off and just get in there better. So I'm gonna just keep going and pull it all the way out. So I have those two plugs to pull out of the back of the fuse block, and I cannot get my sausage fingers in there for anything. I can't see how the stupid little tabs work on the plugs. I don't know if I need to push or lift them up. I can't get my phone down there and to see. Extremely frustrating. The LMC truck video didn't really show anything. He just used a pick like this and said it was hard, but they did it. But I can't get it. It's frustrating. This is the hardest part of the whole thing. It's those two stupid plugs. Can't get your hand in there. Don't know what you're squeezing on back there. Why could they not put the stupid lock tabs out where you can at least see them so you know what's going on? Ugh, I hate this stuff. I finally got those plugs unhooked from under there. I looked up on YouTube, and thanks to Jeep and Jimmy channel, I think was his name, he suggested laying on your back and doing it up underneath. So I put the dash back up, put a screw in it so I could get a better angle at it, and I was able to reach right in there and see and unplug them. So now we're ready to hopefully slide it out, see if I get everything unhooked. It's out. It was not, well, there's a couple things that were still kind of connected in there. I had to reach in there and get undone, but once I got it out of there, it kind of lifted right through and came out. Took two, got my brother to help me out, but it's just the inner frame is not the best. Like that's one of the bottom mounts where the front trim goes in. It's gone. I touched this and snapped it off. That's where the heater control goes, but there's enough stuff where it screws on. Hopefully it's okay. I'll try to glue that piece in there. I don't know, but it's then the glove box, lower glove box piece is, I guess, yeah, it's broken on this one. Fantastic plastic, I tell you. Jeez. But now I can get to it and get the new one on. Probably do that tomorrow. It's getting late. We got busy family stuff tonight. But I should be able to. I'll be able to put a full day in it tomorrow, and I can get this swapped out or back together and back in. So I'll be glad when this is over. I'm tired of working on this thing. I just want it to be done. I'm gonna vacuum that, blow it out a little bit while it's apart, and so it's nice and maybe it'll smell better. But my brother Randall is you'll see he's been working on the bed, cleaning it all up, and we're gonna make some good custom mounts to make it fit nice, the height we want, and it'll be really good. That probably will be another week and a half, so it probably won't go on till next week sometime. We gotta find some metal for it and all that. So I'm gonna pull the airbag thing out, and then I'm pretty much done for today. And we'll keep at it back tomorrow. Well, that's all that's left of the old original dash. Pretty amazing. Got it all completely removed. It's ready for the new dash. Like I said, I'm gonna try to glue some of these spots on the inner frame that are broken, but I'll blow it off a little bit and install it in the morning. Hopefully have this dash back in tomorrow. So it's the next day, and I spent like an hour this morning, a couple hours, trying to super glue this stupid piece back in. I did that last night with some other old super glue I had. It kind of worked. Took forever to set up, but I just need this intact because the temperature controls screw down to it there. So anyway, it's really frustrating. I don't know if the glue just sucks nowadays, but it like takes forever. It's like that's supposed to be the fastest, strongest glue they got, and it took forever to set up. Finally I left and ate lunch. It looks like it's finally set up. I mean, it's not very warm in here. It kind of is now, but hoping to get this dash on by lunch. But I'm just gonna screw it on how it sits right now, because it's kind of the way it's flexed, it's pushing this piece together. So I'd love to have this thing in today and be done with this. I got some screws on the front started, and then I went ahead and installed all these screws on the back here. Yeah, I could see why this would be a major pain trying to do it with the dash still in the truck. I mean, getting them out would be easy because there's no dash to deal with, but reaching under and stuff, so it's really the best way to do it. But I'm gonna flip it, tilt it back, and then finish putting the ones in the front, and then things should be ready to go back in. Before I put it back in the truck, I decided to take this plate face off the gauges and just clean it up, make it look nice. It was dusty on the inside and the outside. I'm carefully wiping out the bottom there. Probably will blow a little bit of air real carefully. You don't want to hurt those needles or anything, but this will make it look really nice and clean, make a big difference. I almost forgot to clean up this Dr. Pepper that someone must have dropped on the floor, and it sprayed up all underneath here, got all sticky. So yeah, just getting that cleaned up first, but dash is ready to go in. All right, got the dash sitting back in there on the lower bolts. Just kind of getting stuff plugged back in. That's hard to get to before I tilt it up and put the upper bolts in. But I tell you what, it's a lot harder to do some of this stuff when you got the actual top of the dash intact. It's really easy to reach in there and move stuff around before, but almost there. It's actually a couple days later after I got the dash completely installed. It's looking really nice. I highly recommend the LMC truck. Fits perfect to OEM. Looks really good. Really transformed this old truck. Actually, now the rest of the truck looks like crap. But yeah, it was worth it. Next time, if I ever have to do it, I actually have a 97 Ram with a crack, a 12 valve that could use a dash, but if I had to do it again, I would know a little better and be faster. But yeah, been putting some miles on it. It's been working great. I'm very happy with how it came out. So I used to have a truck like this in high school. It was actually, my dad bought one. It was a 99 Dodge Ram half-ton. It was red, extended cab, short bed. I loved that truck, 4x4. It was only like a year old. Only had like 2,000 miles on it. And I drove it to school a little bit, and then after I graduated high school, when I headed off to college, I bought it from my dad. And I had that truck for several years, and I ended up eventually having to sell it later to help get life started when I took over the farm and stuff. But yeah, this brings back a lot of memories. And yeah, I love these old second gens, gas or diesel. So it's been fun. It's been fun for me. Did I say 1999? That truck I used to have, the red Ram 20 years ago, Dodge. It was a 2001, I believe. It's right at the end of this body, but yeah, it was a great truck. I miss it. But yeah, it turned out great. You can't even tell. It's very nice and original. Definitely worth it. Made this whole truck not look so terrible. Got the flatbed. Hopefully today we'll have that mounted on the, we got the parts truck as Randall's been showing as the template, but we'll have that hopefully ready to mount. Still need to do some other work to it, but next week we'll have the bed mounted on this truck for good, and then this project will be pretty much done. So I went to test drive, or test out pulling this trailer. And the trailer brakes would lock up every time I hit the brake. So $45, 3 hours later, have a new trailer plug wired up into it. So I just got to bolt it up to the bumper there and finally take it for a test drive. Finally got the flatbed on and took it out for a test drive after I loaded it up with pallets. That's why I built this flatbed and truck, why we did, so I could run around the valley, pick up pallets from previous sod deliveries. And it's only like a 25-mile radius this thing has to do. It has had plenty of power, did just fine, but it handles terribly. As you can see, it's squatting pretty bad. Like the front end is kind of lifted up and the springs are pretty flat. And it has really bad body roll. Like if you're going 60 miles an hour and you jerk the wheel, it starts to get scary. So it's kind of disappointing. It's not really going to work. I'm going to have to, looking at maybe adding a leaf spring to the rear. I don't really like airbags, but I'm going to look at maybe adding a leaf to the rear there, and just need it to support a little bit better. If it raises up in the back a little, it'll put a more weight on the front. Or I could put the springs off the half-ton blue truck on the front here. I don't know why I couldn't do that. Lower the front a little bit, but I do need to do something to support the back. It's not very good. So I have to think about that, look into that. Dang it. All right, showing the progress on the 99 Ram, the gas Magnum V8 3/4 ton. We got the flatbed on it. Randall worked hard for a lot of hours getting it set up right. So what we did was we shortened the back end. I got it a little shorter. It was like 9 feet, I think. So we cut like 5-6 inches out of it. I put, like you saw, four stacks of pallets that are 4 feet wide each. So I just need a little bit over 8 feet. So that's about where we're at. So yeah, we shortened it. Kind of custom did the back end here. Put these universal tail lights on it. Kind of boxed it in nicely. There's some rust through the deck. We kind of, you know, tried to weld up these ones. The other sides, I think I'm just gonna cut the rest out and weld some straps in or something. But we got the headache rack. We kind of lowered it a little bit, narrowed it so it didn't stick out past the cab too much. So, and then we put some of this expanded metal instead of that weird louver thing that was on it. So got a nice custom headache rack. Then when we put some new channel on there, did it that way so we can get the bolts on easy, so we can make it fit these 2nd gen frames easier. I think Randall's gonna put out a video. He filmed the whole process of what he did to this, so that'll probably be its own video. But yeah, happy with it. Turned out really good. I'm just disappointed in the leaf springs. This thing doesn't have enough support to hold 1,600 pounds worth of pallets. So I ordered an add a leaf from Tough Country. I'm gonna put that on when it gets here. I really hope that gives it some support so that it can work well for the intended purposes of it. But yeah, the dash turned out good, and it's a nice little work truck. I got a new cup holder. You can get those on eBay for like 35 bucks, all brand new. It's not gray like the rest of it. If it was something I was more worried about, I would paint it, but I don't care in this truck. But yeah, it runs good. I have these mirrors. These are all full manual ones. I used to have them on that truck, but I took these off and put some motorized ones on that so I can adjust them from inside the cab because they were motorized stock. So had these laying around, threw those on. Definitely need those. But I got a full stack of pallets on. You can't really see around it unless you flip those out. So yeah, it's turned out to be a nice little farm truck. So just got to get the rear springs stiffened up. Hopefully that add a leaf works. Maybe I'll make a video on that, report on that. But anyway, good little truck. Thanks for watching. Over and out.